How's it going, YouTube? It's KZ1000 with the 0708 zx636 or 6R, however you want to say it. I decided to do an informational video or kind of a information tutorial type video on how to install lowering links and levers. So it's going to be both installing lowering links and levers, and also removing the side fairings if you're running into any difficulties with the removing of the side fairings, because I have, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that has. But to get into it, I'm going to start with the whole removing of the slip-on Two Brothers exhaust. And I looked up a lot of videos and tried to find out different videos with information on how to remove it or install it, just so I can get the idea of how to remove it and etc. So this is how you will remove the slip-on. If you were trying to remove it to get to the lower links, you will pop off this here. It's one little screw that you'll take off right there. It's a screw there, and then it just pops off because it's like little grommets that go into place. And then this will be bolted here. You'll just remove that bolt, and then it's tightened down. I already moved the headers, so you have to also remove the headers to get to the lowering link area or the suspension area. But this will be holding the exhaust on here. You just loosen that up, and then you have to remove, or to get to the bolts which holds this on, because this goes behind your rear set and it holds the exhaust in place. You'll remove that, which was there. It was screwed in there and screwed in back there. So you'll have to remove your rear set. You don't have to take it completely apart. Just move it out the way a little bit, lift it up and down, etc., just to get into that area. And once you remove that, then you'll be the exhaust will be like, you can wiggle it and etc., and you can get it out your way a little bit. But that doesn't mean that you can get to your lower links or your links, period, your stock links. Doesn't mean you can get to it, because you can wiggle that out the way, because this bolt here is still behind this. It's going to be like on the back side of the header exhaust is going to still be behind that. So you have to remove the header. But this bolt up here is easy. So if you want, you can just start off with that bolt, remove it. But before you remove it, sorry for the moving of the camera, you have to loosen the tension on it. Like, it has to be able to wiggle. If you can wiggle it, then the tension is off of it. But only way you can remove it, the tension off of it, you have to use a jack to take the tension off of the suspension. And you also have to have it on the stands as well. The rear stands, you have to have it on there, and then you can remove the tension off the spring to loosen up the link. Once you do that, then the bolt should be easier to come off, and you can just slide this bolt out. You can just slide it out. It's not in the way of any, or nothing's in the way of it, so you can just slide that right out. This one, like I said, you would have to remove the exhaust fully. There's no way around that. I thought of ways to get around it, but there's no way around it, because this bolt comes out this way. Now, once you put them back on, which I didn't do yet, I'm going to switch it around, but you'll probably want to put this on the other side. So therefore, if you ever want to take these off and put the stock ones back on, it'll be easier to just pull them out without having to remove the exhaust. So just flip these around and put them over there, and then have the bolt on this side. Have the nut on this side. As far as removing the headers, you'll have to get in here. And the only way to get in here is if you remove the side fairing. And when I removed the side fairing, I ran into a little difficulties removing it. As far as the bolts, I removed every bolt on the side fairing, and it still wasn't coming off, and I was like, what the hell? So what I realized after pulling and tugging and trying to see what is what, holding this on, it was this connected to all these wires here and connected to this. So this was holding it on, and then it's like, I don't know where exactly, it's like right here. You can see right there, it's a grommet too, so you just gotta pull it down to snap it out of place. It's not gonna break or anything. You just pull that out, pull that down, and then it'll pop right out of place. But you also have to remove the other side as well. The other side is not as bad. It's not as bad. You just take off all the screws and pop it down the same way. It might seem like you're gonna break it, but you're not. You don't have to remove the radiator at all, unless you have like a really fat hand that can't fit in small spots. Then you probably be easier for you to like move the radiator a little bit out the way. But my hand is like, it clears it, and just get a socket for, you get a socket for these, and then you get a wrench or a ratchet, whatever. You get this, and you can stick that in there, and it's a little tedious, but you just got to be patient and get it out. As far as the levers, this one is fairly easy to install. All you do is you hold this, or it's a bolt under here. I don't know, it's a bolt right there. That bolt you have to remove, and then you screw this off, because this is still threaded on. So you screw it off, and then you take this out and pop it back in and bolt everything back down. That side, with the clutch side, that's more difficult when it comes down to removing this, because you have to remove these two bolts. You have to loosen this up, or thread this all the way down, take off the clutch cable, and then this bolt is hard to get to because of, I don't know if you can see it, let me see if I can get it to focus. Right here, this thing here is blocking the bolt. That thing right there, I don't know if you can see it, it's hard, right? Let me see, hold on. This right here is bolted on or screwed on to something, or the computer system for it. It's screwed on to that, which is blocking this, so you can't fit a socket or anything. You can't fit anything to like just take that off. At least you have a really small socket or something. I don't know how you thin. You gotta be thin, but you'll remove it that way, and like just flip it up. It's 2 screws. Take it off, unbolt it, bolt it back on, screw the other piece back on, and then you'll be good to go. But before you do that, once you take it off, this is the stock one here. Once you take it off, it's a little sleeve inside of this hole. You just push that out and then place it into your shorties, and you'll be good to go to pop it, put everything back in place. So other than that, I hope this video helps a lot of people. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Leave a comment. I feel free